Hey gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for Wednesday, March 7th, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. We have great television archives at the top of the page. We have our JC Eye Candy feature right below, and over in the corner, yesterday's rock and roll poll question. Representative Steve Tilley, Republican out of Perryville, wants to put Rush Limbaugh in the Hall of Famous Missourians, and as Speaker, he's the guy that decides. Nobody else has any input as to who goes in. So what do you think of this? And 52% of you said it's another national embarrassment for the state of Missouri. Number two answer, 28%, Tilley and Limbaugh must be on the same stuff. And only 20% of you think that regardless of his controversial history, his career achievements qualify him for the honor. So a combined 80% think that this is bad news. All right, let's get on. I'm not surprised, by the way. You guys gave the right answer. All right, now today's rock and roll poll question, shifting gears completely. Here we go. Would you rather eat an extra helping of prime rib, spaghetti, or chicken wings, or instead eat a big fancy dessert? I was watching, I recorded a Letterman from a couple of weeks ago with Alec Baldwin, and he lost like 35 pounds. He's got a young girlfriend in her 20s, whatever the case may be. He lost all his weight by cutting out sugars. Now, I don't eat a lot of desserts, but boy, did I mess up on vacation in Jamaica last week. So again, would you rather eat an extra helping of prime rib, spaghetti, or chicken wings, or instead eat a big fancy dessert? A, extra helping of food. B, a big fancy dessert. C, both. I don't care if I'm huge. Whoa! And almost down we go there. Look at this. Holding on for dear life. That is the one thing. At this time of year, we get these beautiful warm temperatures in the 70s, but it can blow over your camera. All right, yesterday's Super Tuesday. No real surprises. I think pretty much it shook out, although obviously Ohio was a lot closer than I think a lot of people thought. We got HBO already defending Game Change, which is going to air Saturday night at 8 o'clock here in St. Louis on HBO. Now, Mark Halperin and John Heilemann, who wrote the book, and by the way, when the book came out in 2010, it went unchallenged and undisputed or unrefuted or whatever word you want to use by the Palin camp. It is only now that it's been made into a movie that everybody's jumping up and down saying, oh, it's inaccurate, oh, it's all made up, none of this stuff happened. All right, so which was it, guys? Why didn't you complain when the book came out, okay? So anyhow, Game Change is coming out, and Friday on the Big 550 KTRS in the 2 o'clock hour, it will be the Sarah Palin Hour. I've collected so much stuff about the former Alaska part-time governor, or half-time governor, or whatever you want to call her, and we're going to dedicate the entire 2 o'clock hour to Sarah Palin. That is going to be Friday afternoon on the Big 550 KTRS. Very much looking forward to this whole thing. All right, so by the time you watch the Daily Dose, the iPad 3, or as they are calling it, the iPad HD may have already been revealed. I just bought an iPad, I don't know, less than a year ago. I love it. They can try to improve it. They can't improve it so much that I'm going to take this one and junk it and buy a new one, I can tell you that. All right, a new study by Scarborough Research. Now, this is not some rinky-dink outfit. Scarborough's got a very good reputation in terms of polling and research and stuff like that. And you ever want to know what your typical average Republican is like, you know, in light of the Super Tuesday and all the Republican candidates running around like crazy? Well, here's a couple of things. They listen to talk radio, no surprise there. They read the newspaper, no surprise there. Online, they are 11% more likely to use MapQuest, 74% more likely to go to Fox News for their information. There goes the wind again. I'm going to hold on for dear life here. And 13% less likely to use YouTube, of all things. They don't hate the environment. There's a lot of misconception about that. 2/3 of them use energy-efficient light bulbs and recycle glass and paper. More than 1 in 3 use cloth shopping bags, and 1 in 7 eat organic food. They enjoy gardening, swimming, and religious TV programming. This is where it starts to get scary. 15% more likely to garden and 9% more likely to swim than the average American, and 26% more likely to watch religious TV. And now you know. New issue of Rolling Stone magazine, Will Ferrell says he lost his virginity when he was 21. That was at the University of Southern California. Also, in his new movie, Casa de Mi Padre, he goes full ass out. You're going to see his naked butt cheeks. He has the quote of the century as far as I'm concerned, and this is the quote: "Someone had the either wonderful or horrible task of putting makeup on my ass." If those Olivia Munn pictures are fake, all right, she's off the hook. I don't think they are. I think they're real, and I love her because she's filthy. And this is what men want. Not all the time, but on occasion. You know what I'm talking about? Go to egotastic.com and you can look it all up. And the Chris that she is saying all this dirty stuff to, a lot of people believe that it is actor Chris Pine, who was not only in the last Star Trek movie, a couple of other films too, but he was also in one of the most overlooked and very, very good movies, particularly if you're a wine lover, a movie called Bottle Shock. You might want to check that out. There goes my tripod again. All right, so the other day, Deborah Harry, remember Blondie? Okay, so Deborah Harry's walking along and she's got a little hoodie on. She's got her face sort of partially obscured and she's sort of walking along. Paparazzi see her and they start snapping pictures like crazy. And she's looking at them like, what's the big deal? How come all of a sudden you guys are so interested in taking my picture? Well, it turns out the reason they descended upon Deborah Harry is because they thought she was Lindsay Lohan. Now that's really, really bad news for Lindsay because Lindsay is 25 and Deborah Harry is 66. The website eatliver.com put together a very cool list of 12 very depressing facts about popular music. Here's a couple. Number one, Creed has sold more records in the United States than Jimi Hendrix. Led Zeppelin, R.E.M., Depeche Mode have never had a #1 single. Rihanna has had 10. On that tripod again. This is Seat of the Pants Broadcasting, folks. Kesha's TikTok has sold more copies than any Beatles single. Flo Rida's Low has sold 8 million copies, the same as the Beatles' Hey Jude. I could go on, but it just gets more and more depressing. Price of beer has gone up. Would you be interested to know that Robitussin, however, costs $103 a gallon, and printer cartridge, if you were to buy printer ink by the gallon, it would cost $800 a gallon. Philip Phillips, according to the Vegas odds makers, the odds-on favorite to win American Idol. Jessica Sanchez is 4 to 1. Everybody's showing up. Now here come the trucks. You have a 96% chance of surviving a plane crash. So next time you are flying, don't worry about it. There were 53,000 people in plane crashes in the United States between 1983 and 2000. 51,000 of them out of the 53,000 survived. Relax. New book claims John Lennon was bulimic. The vomiting began when he heard the music that Paul McCartney was making with Wings. TMZ has a clip of Eddie Van Halen running to his tour bus, clutching his miniature Pomeranian dog. Cut him some slack, though, because he spent like 20 years carrying David Lee Roth. And Rick Santorum won the Tennessee primary. Santorum credits his win to the fact that Larry the Cable Guy wasn't running. 4 days till daylight savings time is coming up this weekend. We Are the World. We Are the World came out 27 years ago today in 1985. Happy birthday to Jenna Fisher from right here in St. Louis, Webster Groves, and of course The Office, and a couple of other cool movies like Hall Pass, and oh, she's been in an awful lot of good stuff. Oh, see, now I've done it. Now I've lost my leg here. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Let's try it now. Seat of the Pants Broadcasting, folks, I've said before. And JC's Eye Candy today is, as the truckers arrive, having a little work done on the lawn, folks. It's springtime. Spring is sprung. The grass is riz. I wonder where the flowers is. Anyhow, it wasn't that many years ago that every red-blooded American male wanted to nail Britney Spears, and the sad part about it is that now you probably could. Here, in 60 seconds today on JC's Eye Candy, you will see Britney morph from a baby through her days in the Mickey Mouse Club, her period as a bald-headed freak, right up to today's, I don't know, semi-normal 30-year-old looking Britney Spears. All of this in 60 seconds. It's pretty freaky. Check it out. It's right below what you're looking at right now. All right, again, JC's Rock and Roll poll today. Would you rather eat a giant helping of like your main entree, your prime rib, spaghetti, or chicken wings, or instead of that, would you rather have a big fancy dessert like maybe some ice cream and cheesecake and something like that? Please answer A, B, or C, because C is I don't care if I'm a big, fat, huge guy. Please answer in the corner. We'll have results for you tomorrow. And it's JC and Trish from noon till 3 every day on the Big 550 KTRS. All right, that's it. JC's Daily Dose for Wednesday, March 7th, 2012. A combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. Get out and enjoy some of this because it's over tomorrow, at least until the first part of next week where it's supposed to be almost 70 degrees again. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. See, now, of course, I'm done and the thing is standing just fine and we're not blowing over. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye. I think it's going to go. Is it going to go? Is it going to go?